Nice long tarot reading, give you an indication of what's in store for you. And then, of course, we're going to finish off with your relationship reading. But let's first have a look at your tarot cards and see what's in store for you guys for the month of October, which I know has already begun. Let's see what's still to come this month, or what the story is for this month and how it will unfold for you guys. Right, first, oh, nice. Very nice card to cap your reading. Okay. And let's see what else. Oh, 3 cards. I'm going to take them because they definitely came out together. Meant to be. Right. Okay, that's nice. Interesting. There's a thread running through readings at the moment, but it always will be because that's where the energies work. You get the Star as your card, okay? So this caps your reading for October. It's the central theme of your story. In this particular deck, the Star is look to the future with hope and enthusiasm, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So that's a very nice card. So there's hope. It shines bright for you in October. The next card is the Justice card. Okay. And this one says, taking the time to review the details carefully, you will win in the end, and fair and objective decisions. So whatever challenging situation you may have been facing, the end of which will probably still be into October, rest assured you will win. You will come out on top of the situation, okay? It will be a fair decision in your favor, definitely. You get the 5 of Spring as well, okay? And that is about opposing goals arising from differing opinions or feeling at odds with yourself or others. So this is about a challenging situation where you are wanting something and someone else or a group or an organization, whatever it may be, a family member, is not wanting the same thing. I will tell the story always with this card. When one is actually at odds within yourself about something, when you want something, but maybe you believe you don't deserve it, or maybe you believe it's not going to come your way, or maybe you believe the times aren't right, whatever the case may be, there's opposition within yourself. And you will often see this manifest outwardly in other people. In stories unfolding, situations with people, whatever it may be, you might see that happening. So you're going to see a little bit of that in October. But not to worry, you had the Star, and you had the card that says it'll all work out in your favor. So that's just a little something. But you will move through that, I think, because if we look at those first 2 cards, you have the ability, the energies are on your side, you're going to make some kind of shift. You get the Ego card, which is interesting because this is now pointing out to you where the little hitch is here and how you can overcome it, right? Because the Ego card in this deck says the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items and getting caught up in fear and worry. In other words, it's very much about getting caught up in the not constructive way of thinking, okay? People are against me. I'm not going to be able to get out of this. I'm stuck. I don't have enough money. Worry, worry, fear, fear. That is what is holding you back here, all right? And in October, you have the opportunity and the potential to move through that. Then you get the King of Summer after that, which says that a romantic partner you can trust, excellent advice that comes from the heart, and getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor, which tells me that you will move through this. You will recognize it for what it is, okay? You will probably collaborate with someone, or someone will step in that helps you in some way shift through this, or see a way to shift through this. And you'll get more creative about what you are doing. And maybe it is something creative you're involved in, and you're going to get very involved in it, all right? You then get the Princess of Spring. It's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Many star signs and many personal readings at the moment are being encouraged to go after your dreams. Now, your dreams, is that something that you really always wanted to do? Or at this moment in time, you knowing that's what you want to do, but you're letting fear and worry and limitations stand in your way. It's time to go after them. The people, the energies, everything you need will then start flowing toward you when you make that decision. Yes, you might still be feeling internally you can't, it's not a probability, whatever the case may be, but you're going to work through that regardless, okay? Because you get the Empress then, which says whatever you nurture, and nurturing is putting energy, time, focus, and attention on, will flourish. That energy is available to you in the month of October. Time to take action. You've had 2 cards that are saying that. The power of creativity again, and success that allows a life of luxury. So whatever this is, whatever thing it is that you want to pursue, that's close to your heart, that fires up your enthusiasm and your creativity, whatever realm that creativity is for you, whatever form. Some people are creative with maths, other people are creative with tidying an office, whatever the case may be. It just depends on you. You go after it. In October, it will lead you to that place where it will deliver all the things that you hope it will give for you in your life, because you finish up your tarot with the dreamer that says you are off on a journey, on a brand new journey, armed with enthusiasm and faith and hope and trust, okay? And you're leaving the baggage behind. So this journey is that embrace your true purpose, beginning a new adventure, and trust in yourself. So that's what it's all about. You can start a brand new journey. Now, often they will depict the fool as literally being that, just jumping into something, and, you know, sometimes they even show jumping off a cliff. But the true underlying message with a fool is setting off on a journey without the baggage. Now, the baggage is accumulated from experience. Now, experience can be good as well. Experience teaches us how to navigate our way, what to do, how to, you know, move through challenges. But experience also brings us the limiting beliefs. Now you set off on this new journey without the limiting beliefs. The fool sets off on a journey without limiting beliefs, okay? The tower's in the distance. So he could come up, and the tower is all about the ego. He could come up about the ego, with the ego as his challenge, but he can also navigate his way around that. You needn't be dealing with that ego. You needn't be dealing with the illusion of being trapped, or putting too much importance on, I hope it makes me money kind of thing, or getting caught up in all the fear and worries of how it could not work out. There is the option of not taking that route and just going without the baggage on this brand new journey and embracing your true life purpose. So I think for Virgo, especially at the moment, and for many people, is the opportunity to find out what your life purpose is. And I'm not talking about this in holy grail type of way. I'm talking about finding that something which has meaning to you, which when you do it, you enjoy it, you fired up with enthusiasm. You can do it for 24 hours straight and you still feel fired up with enthusiasm. And it's not making you tired, and it's not draining you. You might get tired eventually physically. You'll have a good sleep and you'll feel better again. It's that kind of thing which you have the potential to find in your life in October. Right, Virgo. Good reading so far. I like it. The fact that it starts with a star, to me, is the best part, okay? Such a pretty card in this deck too. I'm going to show you again. All right, see what a pretty card that is? It's all full of light and prettiness and optimism and hope and enthusiasm and trust. So those are your key words for October. Remember them. Okay, so let's see what's up with relationships for you guys in the month of October. So this is Virgo and relationships in the month of October. Right. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. What's a story for you guys? Have stories in October, sorry. Now, the reason I say you have stories is because actually quite often what can happen is the reading or the energies or the story has very few elements to it in a month. In fact, a lot of the time that is the case. And as a tarot reader and an oracle reader, one has to kind of expand and embellish on the story, you know, flesh it out, because really what's happening is one element is unfolding in the month, one like central storyline. Your story in October is very different. There's a lot going on. There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end. There's a lot of things going on in your story, okay, which makes for nice readings. And also then I can take lots of cards out because they tell this long story. Often there's no point in taking lots of cards because it's just going to keep repeating that same central element that is happening. So you have a long story. You need to stay optimistic about your love life. That's going to be important. We will use the overly used, there's an Afrikaans word, uitgesaag, which means it's been done so many times it's lost its luster. But it applies here. If you don't stay optimistic about things, you cannot draw in those things. If you get down and despondent, and yes, one goes through phases of that, but we need to get out of them, because otherwise you'll just keep attracting more of that into your life. So you need to use the law of attraction, because somewhere out there, if you don't have a relationship, is somebody whom you have crossed paths with before, that is set to cross your path again, and that's the one you've been looking for. First time round, they might not have made that much of an impression on you, okay? This time they will. If you're in an existing relationship, you will get the opportunity in October to see your partner again in that original view that you did, that you really, really liked, okay? But you need to keep the optimism. What is optimism? Optimism is not focusing on what's not working. Basically, that's the bottom line. Focus on what is working, what is good, what you do want, what you do like, and that's what you can then get. The fact that you get pay attention to the red flags and love yourself first always says to me someone's going to push your buttons. Not intentionally, a situation unfolds, it pushes your button. What is that button? That button has you responding or reacting in a way that is, I'm not appreciated, I'm not loved, I am not worth it, and this is how I'm going to respond. Okay? So the red flag is the pay attention to your response or your reaction to something that pushes a button. And that button exists because at some stage in your past, you felt underappreciated, unnoticed, unworthy. And now when someone kind of duplicates that action, even if they do it inadvertently without any intention of doing so, it pushes that button again. You will know what that is for you, and when you come up against it, because you've listened to this reading, you're going to know exactly what it is. You're going to go, whoa, okay, that's my old button that's being pushed again. I'm not going to go that route. I'm not going to do that. You get honeymoon, deception, unrequited love. But hang on, there's a nice card at the end. So let's just work through this first. In a foreign setting, you're either on holiday, you're somewhere that is not normal to your day-to-day life, okay? Somebody behaves in a way that you find is not their true selves. It can be you as well. What that normally leads to is a feeling of rejection. Now, I think that's the button that's getting pushed here, okay, is the feeling of rejection. Now, it could be a foreigner, okay, there's that option too. And you could be the one that does not present yourself in the true way because you feel you might be rejected. Okay, that's very much a story. However, it's not true because this is your final card, true love, the romance of a lifetime. So don't get that button pushed. The red flag will come up to say, whoa, you are worried about feeling rejected, okay? Either in an environment that is foreign, you could be going on holiday, you could be a weekend away, or it could be a foreigner. Don't get the feeling of having to put on a facade because you feel like you could be rejected if you didn't. Just be completely yourself, totally yourself, because there is true love showing up here, okay? So, at best, here, dream about what you really do want. Think about what you really do want. If optimistic is a difficult word for you, don't use it. As I've said before, at the beginning of this reading, it's simply about not focusing on what you don't want. If you focus on what you don't want, you're going to get more of that. If you focus on what you do want, look at it this way. If you go shopping for new clothing, before you go, do you go onto the internet and look at everything that you don't like? Okay? I don't like those pants, I don't like that top, I don't like those shoes, I don't like that dress, now I'm going to go shopping. No, that's not what you do. You look on the internet and you shop for all the things you would love to have, and then you go shopping. It's exactly the same principle to employ for relationships, and it is something we need to learn. It's a skill. It's a skill. So we are going to be more inclined to think about, worry about, focus on what doesn't work, and then we're just going to get more of that. It takes practice to focus on what you do want. Okay, like I say, you wouldn't go shopping by first looking on the internet. The ugliest pair of shoes you can find, the worst pair of pants, the worst fitting clothing you've ever had. You don't then set off and go shopping. Definitely not. So approach it from the same angle. Look for the things you would like. Focus on the things you would like. Dream about the things you would like, and then see that it will work for you. Right, I do hope that you enjoyed that reading. Some very promising energy showing up for Virgo in the month of October. Sending you all hugs and love for the month as well. And if you would like a personal reading from me or a private reading, and I do an amazing soulmate reading, you can contact me via my website. I will put that link in the description box below. We'll speak again soon.